Balta Island! Dead ahead! I'm seeing black smoke rising above it!
It's just like Gunnar said.
Damn it! Those Grieger bastards!
It's Karnak all over again.
I wonder if the people on the island are okay.
I don't know about that. The things we've done to others were bound to come back around on us one day. At the moment, doesn't seem like we suffered any kind of major defeat, at least. Aye. Easer, keep a close watch on the perimeter.
Understood!
Blood and thunder. Didn't realize I was in for a workout today.
So these are Grieger. They're even more of a nuisance than I expected.
I don't know what we would have done if the Jarl wasn't here.
Crimson!
Boy there, took you long enough.
Where are the Grieger?
The ones we missed are still lurking around the settlement, I'm sure.
Everyone's trying to fight back, but we can't finish them off ourselves.
Good thing we have a few extra pairs of hands now that you two are here. Things will go smoother if I stay put and handle this part of the settlement. You head toward the far side and lend them some aid.
Got it. Let's go, Adel! Another puppet?
Huh? Where am I?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
You're that redhead I met in the marketplace.
Hey, not bad. Looks like you got things pretty much wrapped up over here.
Normans!
This one of the folks from Karnak who got turned into a Grieger? Too bad about that town of yours getting blasted into kindling and charcoal, huh?
The town?
Whoops! Did I dredge up a painful memory or two? Guess the experience would have been pretty grueling for him to live through.
We should have the others from the Sandras come get her.
Hey, Karja, Adol. It can wait till you're done with all this, but there's something I gotta talk to the two of you about. Mind lending me your ears for a bit?
The trident?
Yes. Other, Logger, and Yurth. Those are the names of the 3 generals who command the Grieger.
The ones who hit us this time around were part of Logger's flotilla. Said they came to scout the place and find this vessel they keep going on about.
So that is why they were here.
Whoever it was they were looking for, it seems they didn't find them.
I don't even think we really drove them off. They just figured out we didn't have what they wanted and pulled out on their own. He didn't bother to come ashore himself, but that Logger's a real piece of work.
At least now, we have a much better idea of what we're up against.
Taken together with the Sandras's reports, we now know the strengths and quirks of each of the 3 generals.
By the way, Adol, I heard that Other fellow put some weird magic on you. That the strange presence I feel wrapped around your neck? So you got 3 months left to live, huh? Well, even if that weren't the case, the 2 of you really only have the one option. We Normans spend our days on the edge of a knife, nowhere to run. Walking side by side with death every step of the way. That's what life is like for us.
Don't see why you're bringing this up. I'm already well aware.
Oh, come on. Don't try to pretend this don't concern you now, after everything you've been through.
As for the Undying Fleet, it appears they've retreated south past the Tyrant.
To the south?
That's right. Through the Tyrant and into the Osmid Expanse.
The lower end of Obelia Gulf seems to be where their main forces are based. You 2 go and follow them so we can find out just what those Grieger are up to.
Understood.
Philia,
Yes?
I want you tagging along on the Sandras this time.
Yes, sir.
You sure that's the right call?
We've got a general picture of their lineup, and we know they're massing down south. So why should us Normans stay cooped up on our island any longer? That ain't our way, now is it?
Very true.
I'll hang back here, hold a thing, and get everyone on the same page. Be counting on you to handle your side, Karja.
Got it.
Looking forward to working with you, Princess. You too, Adol. I'll get myself ready and wait for you over at the Sandras.
Pardon me?
Oh, Grin. And you're the woman we saved earlier, right?
My name's Momina. I'm sorry for the way I acted earlier. That was no way to show my appreciation. Not really. I don't think I can calm down under these circumstances. So please, I want you to take me with you on your ship.
Out of the question. Gren, you should know better by now than to tell her otherwise.
Well, I'm not sure how to put this. It's just... She's Rafe's mother.
What?
Gren just told me about what happened. That Karnak was burned to the ground. And that my husband and son are still missing. He also told me that, if they're still alive, you 2 are the only ones who can save them. I may not be able to fight, but I can at least try to help in other ways. The Sandra seems like it could use more crew members. I've heard that even Dr. Azrat is pitching in. Please, I'll do anything I can to be of use.
You should know, there's no guarantee we'll be able to save your husband and son.
I understand that. But I promise I'll work just as hard all the same. If there's even the slightest chance that he and Rafe can come back to me.
What do you think, Shield Brother? You sure you won't regret this? You do realize you could die out there, right?
I'll take that risk.
Mrs. Evelys.
Take her with you, Gren.
To where exactly?
To the Sandras.
Oh, right! I'm on it! Okay then, Mrs. Evelys, let's get going.
Thank you. Thank you!
His mother, huh?
Adol, Karja. We just got done unloading all the materials we brought with us from Karnak.
Does it look like we'll be able to reinforce the ship?
Well, I'm sure Mr. Olvar could do it faster and more reliably. But I want to be able to chip in where I can. So I've asked him to teach me how to do the work myself.
Huh? You've been teaching him about ship maintenance?
I figured the son of some merchant wouldn't be fit for this kind of work. So I turned him away over and over, but the stubborn little bugger wasn't taking no for an answer. When it got to the point where I couldn't even have a peaceful sit in the outhouse without him hounding me, I just gave in.
Seriously? Huh, never thought I'd see the day you'd meet someone more stubborn than you.
Figured he'd start whining and run off once I put him through the ringer. But turns out this kid's got some real guts, and he's pretty damn sharp when it comes to this stuff.
Count me impressed.
You lot are headed for the other side of the tyrant, right? Why not let your little friend here handle all the work, including reinforcing that hull of yours?
Huh?
Ain't that just throwing him off the deep end?
Yeah, he screws something up. The ship and everyone on board will be guzzling salt. But that's all part of the job. In this line of work, your mates put their lives in your hands every single day. You don't take it seriously from the start, you'll never be able to call yourself a proper shipwright. But I imagine you already made peace with this fact back when you escaped the tyrant. If you're still naive enough to think that someone's always gonna be there to bail you out or teach you what to do, then you shouldn't be messing with ships in the first place.
Olvar.
Understood. I'll give it my all.
It's settled then. All the repairs and upgrades you need while you're out will be his responsibility. Looking at the work he did to get you ready for the tyrant, I can tell you he knows his basics well enough. Show him what you got out there, kid.
I will. Thank you for everything.
It's great to see you again!
I never expected you two would be the ones to save us, though. At last, we can breathe a sigh of relief. Thank you. On behalf of both myself and my daughter.
The tidal currents have slowed down. We've made it through the Tyrant and into the Osmid Expanse.
All right, score 1 for us!
About time.
Yes! Kind of gets you a little emotional, huh?
Guess that means we finally have ourselves a proper ship then. Aye, and we'll meet it. Still, Obelia Gulf's got plenty of other trouble spots that make even the Tyrant look tame. So it's best we keep making a habit of reinforcing the ship from here on out.
Alrighty then. Are we ready to start exploring Osmid? If I remember right, there should be a little fishing village somewhere in these waters.
Yeah, Minorca Village on Anchor Island. Was still a tyke at the time, but I've been there with Grimson before.
Oh? That's the first I've heard of that.
The residents might have caught a glimpse of the Undying Fleet. Adel, we can explore the nearby waters along the way, but let's start heading to Anchor Island.
I'm Ashley. Thanks for saving me. I mean, just for the record, I don't plan on getting all buddy-buddy with anyone. Especially not if they're from Karnak.
I'm Cohen, a humble fisherman from back in town. Of all the ships to jump on, I chose the one led by the pirate princess. You just can't make this stuff up. Now what am I supposed to do?
Mercy me! Mercy me! I'm left with no choice. Have at you! Apologies for the late introduction. My name is Cuthbert. I'm a priest of the Hieroglyph Church. Adel and Karja, was it? Watching you fill those monsters stirred me to my very soul. Might I ask for the particulars of how you did so? If it isn't any trouble, of course.
Oh, sorry. Just got the feeling I'd been here before. Yeah, there's no mistaking it. This is where I fought my first Grieger. I would have been about 10 years old at the time.
Guess that's about what I'd expect for your first time out. Still, you really can use it, huh?
So that was Mana. You've been fighting these things the whole time, Grimson?
That's right.
When did you start? Why are we fighting them anyway? It's not like they've got anything for us to plunder.
Huh? I suppose you're right. But the way I see it, the Grieger are an enemy we have to put down.
An enemy we have to put down? But why?
Listen, Karja. If you're ever curious about something, then get out there and look into it yourself. Those who try to take shortcuts, go for the easy option, just end up making things harder for themselves in the long run.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know to live as a Norman. But anything past that, I'm not wasting my breath on. Either way, sooner or later, you'll... Nah, forget I said anything.
Huh?
Point is, you need to figure stuff out for yourself. Take life into your own hands. That's the best lesson I can give you.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that whole thing till just now. I don't remember all the details, but there was something about him back then that just... A puppet Grieger. Didn't realize there were still more of them hiding around. Isn't this the head of Carpent Trading? He's the one we saved on the highway leading out of Karnak, right?
If I sell contraband, Spanish fabrics to Roman nobility.
Someone's having a fine nap. Yep, I'm sure he's gonna be a serious pain about it once he wakes up. Almost wish we could just leave him here.
The Whiteshade, huh?
It definitely sounds like something worth checking out. All right then, we'll shove off straight away.
Yeah, let's get going. Easer, Doki, weigh anchor and set the sails.
Roger!
Adel, you take the helm as usual.
Miss Karja! Adel!
Wait, Dad! Dr. Azrad said you should stay in bed.
Oh, it's you. Finally up, I see.
Miss Karja, I just wanted to tell you how grateful I am to you for saving my life yet again!
It just happened to work out that way, that's all. I don't need any thanks.
Ah, but the fact remains that you did save my life. In order to repay you for your kindness, I would like to ask permission to stay aboard the Sandras.
You? Do you even know how to fight?
Yeah, not in the slightest. But if you're ever in need of someone with a keen eye for quality and unparalleled bartering skills, well then, I'm your man.
If that's the case, you'd be better off on Balta Island, wouldn't you?
Perhaps, but I too have my grievances over the destruction of my dear hometown, Karnak. So I know in my heart of hearts that my place is here on the front lines with the Sandras. Besides, how could I possibly kick back in safety knowing my flesh and blood is out here giving it his all?
Fine, if that's how you feel about it. Just don't get in the way during battle, got it?
Oh, happy day! Thank you ever so much!
Yeah, this is how he gets during business negotiations. He's definitely planning something. I'm happy my dad's okay and relieved we found him, of course. It's just, now I'm a little worried he's gonna start stirring up trouble on the ship.